Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal, and the Pigskin at the 7-yard line.
So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted on the first play of the game. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-0 the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Down to the 25. Given 3 on the now they're looking at a 4-5.
They did a really nice job staying in their proper places, not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, have a little section back, how does he handle adversity? And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Buccaneers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because offense to this point, they played well, but defensively, way too many lapses of big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle Doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Saints defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run in the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Nelson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's get it, man.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. They'll give him 4 yards here, and that's going to set up to 9. Coming to line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He'll drop to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He wants the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to move back in front.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal. But we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here. And they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score the last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
In past the 45, across midfield, and down around the 37. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These 2 teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back.
No score zone right here. No score zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies was not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He's the one that got home and takes it down for a loss of 9. Let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught by Nelson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Maybe just a little concentration there as he could.
And when you're going against somebody like that, you know, he's running a drag route. You are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
They'll drop to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. Shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Nelson. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Defense. Don't give them an inch. Shut it down, D.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. Oh, he's got a little delay. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nelson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his Travis Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Paying attention.
Here's second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do, and you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And his kicker is right there. It's good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second down and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So the forward count on second down. He's staring up here at 4 and 8. Back to they go. It's Nelson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Go, take it to the house.
Get the lane! Here they come! This is our shot! Hold on to it! You know what it is. Take it to the house.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Fellas! Keep it rolling, fellas!
Pushing the rock down the field.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take it at the 20 section. Obviously, they're holding the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. A good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing what guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, boys, we got this. Touchdown! You're so close! It's like you've been here before. We're rolling now!
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even
able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball and still try to play free and natural.
2 yards on the play. That brings it a full 10 yards. The Ravens sitting down, starting a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Looks like another.
So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd and 7. They'll run right here with Jacobs. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Jenkins with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. That'll make this a 3-2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This is 2nd and 8.
Lock him up right here one time.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. And he's got room. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself, how much of that is him with a great performance, and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nelson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Nelson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Up the middle they go. It's Nelson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
2nd and 11. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 3. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. There he goes again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the upper half. Ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And these guys are going to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll get 16 out of him, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On second down, it's Nelson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Offensively thought he was going to get it, but I knew where that marker was and stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize the strategic football and situational football.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Shut him down, defense. Show them the defense. Make us proud. Time to shine, defense. Time to shine.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7th. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
What you're working with. Teamwork, baby. That's right. Teamwork.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Here's Thomas on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Here's first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he gets this up across the 35. Out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good safe play right there. No, he's not trying with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Now first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. They're going to keep it on the ground, but he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We are in it to win it. Go! Run it in for a touchdown.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. In this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-.